All right, we're on Wednesday's homework. And let's go ahead and let's look at number 5. It says, which of the following could not, let's box our not, be used to represent an expression equivalent to the model shown below? So in other words, it's saying 3 of these are equivalent to this model and 1 is not. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's actually look at the picture being shown. And if you notice here, it's important to read your keys as well. Here I see that we have the white represents positive and the black represents negative. Okay, I could count up my negatives. I could see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a total of 9 negatives, as well as I have a total of 3 positives. Okay. Also, when I solve negative 9 and positive 3, let's see what negative 9 and positive 3 equals. Now let's go back to our integer rules. Okay. Here we know that if we have, remember the ninjas and pirates? If we have 9 ninjas and 3 pirates, I'm really subtracting because they're at war with each other. They're going to take each other out. Okay? We can even use the model to help us solve up here. I know that a positive and a negative make a 0 pair and they cancel each other out. So here, I know this positive and negative make a 0 pair, and they cancel each other out. And here's another 0 pair right here. So essentially, what I'm left with is 6 negatives. Everything not circled is what I'm left with. So my solution's -6. So now, let's come over here and let's see which one of these answer choices is not equivalent to -6. So when I work this out, I see 3, remember the parentheses means multiply, times -3. Integer rules. I would have to remember my monkey face. Remember, a positive 3 times a -3 is a -9. Plus 3 times 1 is simply just 3. I can already see I created the same expression that I created from the picture. And I already know a -9 plus a positive 3 equals a -6. So I know A is equal, and I'm looking for one that is not. B is already set up for me. I have -9 plus 3, exactly what I set up from the picture. And I already know this is a -6, so my answer is not B. C, let's look at C. Here I have -3. Oh, look, here I could use the distributive property, or I could use order of operations and see that if I combine the parentheses, I get a -3 times a positive 4. A -3 times a positive 4 equals a -12. So I'm going to put a question mark next to C because that one is not equivalent to the others. But a good test taker or a good homework person always checks the final answer. Okay, so let's look at the last one. A positive 3 times a -2. Remember, if you draw your monkey face, multiplication, division only. I think I drew that a little off, but that's okay. A negative times a positive gives me a negative solution. So I know 3 times 2 is 6, and that should be a -6. My answer is C. It is unlike the others.